The Hinterkaifeck Murders, 1922. In a remote, secluded farm in Germany, there existed a farmstead known as Hinterkaifeck. It was surrounded by dense woods and located miles away from the nearest town. The farm was home to 6 people: Andreas Gruber, his wife Cecilia, their daughter Victoria, Victoria's children, the little girl named Cecilia and her brother Joseph, and the family maid. It all began one winter evening in March 1922, when Andreas Gruber mentioned to neighbors that he had been hearing strange sounds in the attic, as though someone was hiding there. He also discovered fresh footprints leading from the woods to the barn, but didn't report it to authorities. A few days later, Andreas's family started to notice unsettling occurrences, strange movements in the house, and missing items. One night, the maid, who had only recently come to work for the family, also claimed to have seen someone in the house when she was alone. Fearing something was wrong, she considered leaving, but was too afraid to venture out into the woods alone during the cold night. However, what happened next would haunt her forever. On March 31st, 1922, the entire family was murdered. Andreas, Cecilia, Victoria, and the 2 children were found brutally killed in their home. The maid, who had been hiding under her bed, was also found murdered. The killer used an axe to end their lives, making it a particularly gruesome crime. What made the case even more terrifying was the fact that for days after the murders, the killer stayed in the house. The murderer, presumably knowing the family's routines, continued to live in the house, feeding the animals, making meals, and even interacting with the neighbors, who noticed nothing amiss. It wasn't until a week later that the neighbors became suspicious and went to check on the family, finding the horrifying crime scene. To this day, the identity of the killer remains a mystery. There were theories, suspicions, and even rumors of a family member's involvement, but no one was ever caught or convicted. Some believed it was a vengeful act stemming from family secrets, while others suspected an outsider, a local handyman, or even someone who had lived nearby in the past. But the scariest part of the story, the eerie calmness of the killer, who stayed in the house and carried on as if nothing had happened, suggests that whoever committed the murders knew exactly what they were doing, and for reasons that might never be fully understood, chose to live among the very family they had slaughtered. Even now, Hinterkaifeck remains one of the most horrifying and unsolved murders in German history,